real difficult bit in this, and I'll say it, but I think the club should say it publicly, is someone's going to have to lose out.
Yeah.
There aren't enough to go around. So,
and that's where the emotion kicks in, isn't it?
And that's because then people want to protect what they've got, because
of course.
They don't want to be the one outside.
I mean, Peter in the comments here very simply says it's the age-old question of whether to reward loyalty or increase opportunity to access tickets. And I think...
Do you think you can do both? Out of interest as a I'm asking those. I'll ask you.
Well, there's a question here as well about the young adult section, and people asking why wasn't it implemented anyway after that appeared to be the direction of travel regarding the Anfield Road extension. Then there's a question in there which is obviously bringing it back up again, and then someone else asking, well, how much of a priority that is. And I think that's a prime example of everyone. I don't know a single person who goes to the match who says, I don't want to see, I don't want to see more kids in the ground. It sounds as it is. Every single person says, I want kids to come into the ground. I want the next generation of Reds to be brought through. And what's not considered or said or discussed is how.
And
who misses out when all these kids come in? Like, even if you create a young adult section, how do you do it? Who do you displace? Yeah.
And that is where the sense before that comment about hospitality was fair, was like, well, it can't just be take them off the season ticket holders or out of the general admission pot. There's loads of people with tickets. There's thousands of other people who have tickets. So does everyone have to share in that pain to do it? What you do, and we should absolutely do this, by the way, we do need a young person section. Why it wasn't implemented, I think there was concerns about safeguarding. It was going to be in the upper tier, and potentially they couldn't do it in the lower because for cup games it needs to move, because obviously you can buy more in the League Cup and the FA Cup. But that's not a reason to not do it. I wasn't on the sports board or the SOS at the time, but I do think it was remiss it didn't happen. I'm saying remiss politely. I think it's bad it didn't happen. They're talking about whether you could do that again.